I think of my life in blocks. There was before, then there was when it all started and what happened, and then there's now. Most of the time I'm stuck in the middle section. It's hard not to be. Not only did it take up most of my life, it's impacted on everything. I think it's even impacted on my before, because I can't have the memories of then without knowing what's coming. As I've written this, I found it hard to think of anything good. It's not that I don't have any nice memories. It's that sometimes I deny myself thinking of anything that's good because I know it will all become tainted when the other memories come rushing in. But I have to try. I know that. It's only if I show you just how ordinary a child I was that you'll see just how low I was taken, just how broken they made me. Before it all began, in the first block, I was a very naive girl. I didn't have a wild life, and I wasn't always trying to be something or someone else. I was a skinny little thing, and I usually had scraped knees and a muddy face because I liked to be outside all of the time. I don't know if I was always like that, but certainly from the time I was about 10, I never wanted to be inside. My life was quite straightforward when I was on my own. I had a younger brother called Sam, and I had a mum and dad. Sam was a lot younger, and we were very different, so I never hung around with him. In fact, I preferred to be as far away from him as possible. I was such a tomboy, with secret hiding places, who loved climbing trees and spending all day in the fresh air. I'd grab an apple from a tree for lunch, climb over fences, paddle in streams, run everywhere. I just loved being outdoors, and I loved animals. Always on the lookout for strays. I was constantly drawn to anything that I could cuddle. From an early age, I knew that I would want to work with animals when I grew up. But that seemed a long way away, and for the time being, I just wanted to have some of my own. I was always bringing kittens home. Our neighbour's cats seemed to be permanently having litters, and I vividly recall one day when the neighbour said to me, very casually, "If I don't find homes for these, I'll have to drown them." Drown them? I was horrified. I got very emotional about animals, and the thought of someone willingly, knowingly, causing any harm to any living creature made me feel ill. I made a decision there and then, without thinking of the consequences. I'd save them. So I took 2 of the kittens home and hid them from my mum. I didn't really think it through, I just wanted to get them away from the awful woman. When I held them in my arms, I could have wept with how much love I felt. They were so tiny, so young, that I could feel their little ribs beneath my fingers and the beat of their hearts when I held them. I loved the way they jumped up to rub their heads against my chin and how they tried to nip me with their little teeth. I didn't really think ahead. I just loved them immediately and wanted to keep them. I had a massive cupboard in my bedroom, and I managed to keep them there for 2 whole weeks. We had cats anyway, so I just pinched some of their food every day and took it up to the little ones. I spent hours playing with them, cuddling them, emptying their makeshift litter tray. But when Mum found out, she went mad. I don't know why. Surely 2 more cats wouldn't have hurt. They were only little. But she wouldn't budge. So the kittens went. Mum found another home for them, and I cried my heart out. I was always able to cry over animals, always able to relate to their pain, and I could never bear the thought of someone harming them. We also had rabbits that were always having babies. We had pigeons that the person before us had left when they moved, and we had the cats. But it wasn't enough. I'd have filled the house with animals given half the chance. I think that's why I love the outdoors too. Not only was there a lot of wildlife, but I always lived in hope that I'd find some abandoned or needy creature that I could save. I was drawn to them, drawn to helping them.